Today I am going to be going over solving quadratics by factorising. So you need to know how to factorise quadratics, so I recommend watching my video on that first, so go check that video out first if you don't know how to do that. So let's get started. So whenever you're solving a quadratic, the first thing you want to do is factorise it. So let's write down the factors of 6. So we have 1 and 6 and 2 and 3. And remember, they need to add up to make 5x. So the two that add to make 5x is going to be 2 and 3. So you can write it as x plus 2 and x plus 3, as they will make 6 and they'll add to make 5x. But remember, this is equal to 0, as we are told that in the question. So we need to write that it is equal to 0. So now we need one of the brackets to equal to 0, because if this bracket was 0, then we'd have 0 multiplied by x plus 3, and that would make 0. The same way, if the bracket on the right was equal to 0, we'd have x plus 2 multiplied by 0, which is also 0. So when any of the brackets are equal to 0, the answer is going to be 0. So we need to work out what x is going to be when each bracket is 0. So let's write here x plus 2 equals 0. So we need to minus 2 from each side to get x on its own. So x is equal to negative 2. But remember, there's another solution, as x plus 3 can be 0. So if x plus 3 equals 0, then if we minus 3 from both sides, we get x is equal to negative 3. So we have two solutions. We have x is equal to negative 2, or x is equal to negative 3. And you should always work out both solutions, otherwise you won't get the full marks. And usually when you're solving a quadratic, there will be two solutions. But if the bracket was the same, then you'd only have one solution. Okay, now I've got one for you to try. Pause the video, have a go yourself, come back to watch the solution. So let's write down the factors of 12. So we have 1 and 12, 2 and 6, and 3 and 4. And let's figure out which ones make 7x. Well, I can tell that 3 and 4 make 7. So it's going to be x plus 3 and x plus 4. And that is equal to 0. So x plus 3 is equal to 0. So x is going to be negative 3, as we have minus 3 from both sides. And then x plus 4 is equal to 0. So x is equal to negative 4, as we have subtracted 4 from both sides. So x is equal to negative 3, or x is equal to negative 4. Okay, I've got another one for you to try. So pause, come back to watch the solution. So we want it to multiply to get 10, but add to make negative 7. So we're going to use two negatives, as two negatives make a positive, but they add to make a negative. And negative 2 and negative 5, that makes positive 10, but they add to make negative 7. So we are going to use those numbers. So x minus 2 and x minus 5 equals 0. So x minus 2 is going to be equal to 0. So if we add 2 to both sides, we get x is equal to 2. And now if we do the other bracket, we get x minus 5 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 5. As we have added 5 to both sides. So x is equal to 2, or x is equal to 5. So say that x was 5, well, you're going to get a 3 in this bracket, but you're going to get 0 in this bracket, and then 0 multiplied by 3 is 0. So that solution would be correct, and also x equals 2 would be correct, because 2 minus 2 would be 0. Well, 2 minus 5, that would be negative 3. But again, they multiply together to make 0. So therefore, those two are correct solutions. So that is a good way to double check your answer. Okay, so one more foundation question before I move on to the higher only questions. So pause the video, have a go, come back to watch the solution. Okay, so for this one, we need to think of two factors of negative 12 that add together to make negative 1. As remember, that negative x is the same as negative 1x. So if you think about it like this, you know that 4 and 3 are factors of 12, and we are trying to get negative 1. So if it's negative 4, then we are going to get negative 1, as 3 plus negative 4 is negative 1, and then multiply to make negative 12. So that's what we want. So you don't always have to write down all the factors. Sometimes it can be helpful. You have x minus 4 and x plus 3 is equal to 0. So x minus 4 is equal to 0. So if we add 4 to both sides, we get x is equal to 4. Then we have x plus 3 is equal to 0. So let's subtract 3 from both sides. So we get x is equal to negative 3. We have x is equal to 4 or x is equal to negative 3. So those are your two solutions. Okay, so for the rest of the video, I'm going to be going through higher only questions. So if you're doing foundation, then you don't need to finish watching the video. So for these questions, you need to be able to factorise quadratics when the x squared coefficient is bigger than 1. So if you don't know how to do that, I'd recommend you watching my video, as you need to be able to factorise quadratics when the x squared coefficient is bigger than 1. So let's get started. So if you do know how to factorise quadratics when the x squared term is bigger than 1, pause the video, try to have a go at solving this solution, as it's the same sort of method as we've been doing before, but it's just slightly trickier. Okay, so we'll draw the box. So the only factors of 2 are 2 and 1. So we know it's going to be 2x and x. And now let's write down the factors of 3. So that is going to be 1 and 3. So if we have 3 over here, 3 multiplied by 2x is going to be 6x. And then if we have 1 over here, that's going to make x. And they add together to make 7x, which is what we want. So it's going to be 2x plus 1 and x plus 3, but they're equal to 0. So now we can solve the equation. So we know that 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. So 2x is going to be equal to negative 1. So now we can divide each side by 2 to get the x is equal to negative a half. So now let's do the other side. We know that x plus 3 is equal to 0. So if we minus 3 from both sides, we get that x is equal to negative 3. So we have two solutions again. So x is equal to negative a half, or x is equal to negative 3. With that question, it was similar to what we were doing before, but for the bracket on the left, we just had to divide it by 2, as it was 2x rather than x. Okay, I've got a similar question to last time, so pause the video, have a go, come back to watch the solution. Okay, so let's draw the box. So we know the only factors of 3 are 1 and 3, as it's prime, so we know it's going to be 3x and x. So now let's write down the factors of 7. So that's 1 and 7 as it's prime. But we want it to add up to make a negative number. So it's going to be negative 1 and negative 7 as they multiply together to make a positive. So if we have negative 1 here, we're going to get negative 3x. And if we have negative 7 here, we're going to get negative 7x. And we add them together, we get negative 10, which is what we want. And they multiply together to make 7, which is again what we want. Okay, so now we have our numbers to go in the brackets. So you have 3x minus 7 and x minus 1, and that is equal to 0. So now we can solve it. So 3x minus 7 is equal to 0. So if we add 7 to both sides, we get 3x is equal to 7. So now we must divide each side by 3 to get x is equal to 7 over 3. So that is our first solution. Now let's work out the second solution. So we know that x minus 1 is equal to 0. So if we add 1 to both sides, we get x is equal to 1. So now we have our two solutions. So x is equal to 7 over 3, or x is equal to 1. As remember, you want to get each bracket equal to 0, as when one bracket is equal to 0, the whole equation is equal to 0. Okay, this is the last question. This is a challenge question, as this is more difficult, as the x squared coefficient is not prime and the integer is not prime. So it's going to be more trial and error. So pause the video, have a go, come back to watch the solution. So let's write down the factors of 12. So 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. But we know that it needs to add to make a negative. So we need to make all the numbers negative, as two negatives multiplied by each other makes a positive, and they add to make a negative. So let's draw the box, and I'm going to try 2x and 3x to begin with. So that makes 6x squared. So I'm going to start off to see if minus 3 and minus 4 works. So if we have the minus 3 here, we're going to get negative 9x. And if we have the minus 4 here, we're going to get minus 8x. And if you add those together, you get minus 17x, and they multiply together to make 12. So you could have tried trial and errors with all the numbers. But I worked out that the 3 multiplied by the negative 3 was going to be negative 9, and then 2 multiplied by negative 4 would be negative 8. So I knew it was going to be those numbers. If you didn't know that, you could trial and error. Okay, so let's write our brackets down. So we get 3x minus 4 and 2x minus 3. That's equal to 0. So we know that 3x minus 4 equals 0. So if we add 4 to both sides, we get that 3x is equal to 4. So now we can divide each side by 3 to get that x is equal to 4 over 3. So now the other side, we know that 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. So 2x is equal to 3 as we add 3 to both sides. Now if we divide each side by 2, we get x is equal to 3 over 2. So we have two solutions, x is equal to 4 over 3, or x is equal to 3 over 2. Okay, so that's the end of today's video. If you found it useful, please leave a like and subscribe for more GCSE Maths videos. Comment down below what topics you want to see next, and click on this video that YouTube recommends for you to ace your exams.